On a quiet morning, before the first light touched the sky, a young man named Jake stood at the foot of a mountain. He had dreamed about this day for months, the day he would climb all the way to the top. But as he looked up, the mountain rose endlessly into the fog. For a moment, everything inside him whispered, "You can't do this." He almost turned back, but deep inside, a small spark replied, "One step, just one step." Jake began his climb. The wind was cold, the rocks were sharp, and the ground beneath him shifted with every move. After a few minutes, his legs started to ache. His breath grew heavy, but he didn't stop. He didn't rush. He just kept moving, one small step at a time. He crossed a shallow river, the icy water numbing his feet, but as the morning sun hit his face, the mountain was silent, but he could feel it listening. Hours passed. The air grew thinner. Jake looked up. The summit was still hidden behind clouds. He sat on a rock and said quietly, "What's the point? No one will ever know if I quit." His heart was tired. His will was fading. But then, something inside him shifted. He looked at his worn hands, his scraped knees, and realized he'd already come too far to stop now. The mountain wasn't fighting him, it was teaching him what persistence really feels like. And so, he stood again and took one more step. Then, his foot slipped. He fell hard, pain shooting through his arm as blood spilled from a small cut. He bit his lip, fighting the urge to quit. The ground felt cold beneath his palms. He took a deep breath and whispered, "You started this. Don't stop halfway." He wrapped a cloth around his hand, steadied his breaths, and began to climb again, step by step, breath by breath. By noon, Jake met an older man hiking the same trail. The man's beard was gray, his movements patient. "Climbing alone?" the man asked. Jake nodded. The old man, "Good. That's how you find out who you are." They walked together in silence, both focused, both breathing deeply. As Jake slowed, the old man said quietly, "Don't rush, kid. The mountain rewards patience." At a fork in the path, the old man took the steeper trail. Jake took the longer one. Before they parted, the man turned and said, "See you at the top." The sun dipped low, and Jake's legs trembled with exhaustion, but he kept whispering the same words. One more step, just one more. The summit was now visible, close but steep. His arms shook, his vision blurred. Still, he climbed. Step, breath, step. And finally, as twilight settled across the sky, Jake's hand touched the top of the mountain. He had made it. From the top, the world looked endless. The rivers glowed like silver ribbons under the sunset. And in that moment, Jake, because he finally understood, the mountain hadn't changed. He had. He learned that success isn't about giant leaps. It's about tiny steps taken with faith and discipline. That strength isn't found at the top. It's built on the journey to get there. As Jake began his slow walk down, he looked back one last time and whispered, "Thank you." Because the climb had shown him that every fall, every bruise, and every small victory was part of something far greater. And now he knew, when life feels like a mountain, you don't need to conquer it in one day. You just need to take that next brave step. If this story inspired you today, hit that like button. It helps these stories reach more people who need hope. Share this video with someone climbing their own mountain right now. And if you believe that every small step counts, subscribe to Triumph Tales TV. Because here, every story reminds you that your effort matters, and your dream is still possible.